thank you for being here. Today we'll talk about those feelings that shape us and teach us to be stronger. Love. That mysterious force that poets have tried to define, musicians have turned into melodies, and filmmakers have woven into unforgettable stories. We all crave it, we all dream about it, and when it comes into our lives, we hold on to it as if it were the very air we breathe. But tonight, I want to invite you to go deeper, to question something that most people avoid because it is uncomfortable, yet incredibly real. Is love truly enough to keep a relationship alive? Many of us grow up believing in fairy tales, thinking that if two people fall in love, everything else will fall into place. But then reality steps in. Bills pile up, responsibilities grow heavier, personalities clash, and communication breaks down. Suddenly, love alone feels fragile, almost like a candle fighting against the wind. And in those moments, people ask themselves the same haunting question: if we love each other, why do we still feel so far apart? If love is present, why do some relationships collapse? If you stay with me until the very end, I promise you will walk away not only with clarity but also with hope, because what I am about to share could reshape the way you see love and relationships forever. At the beginning of a romance, love feels like magic. The chemistry is intense, the laughter flows effortlessly, and everything seems perfect. We believe we found the missing piece of our puzzle, and it feels impossible to imagine life without this person. But relationships, my friend, are not sustained by the sparks of passion alone. Love is the foundation, yes, but a house built on a foundation without walls or a roof cannot protect anyone from the storms. The reality is that love must be nurtured, protected, and combined with other essential elements to truly survive. Respect, communication, trust, patience, forgiveness, and a shared vision of the future. These are the silent pillars that transform love from a fleeting emotion into a lifelong bond. Without them, love may exist, but it slowly suffocates, like a flame deprived of oxygen. Think of the nights when arguments last longer than the laughter, or the mornings when silence replaces affection. Those are the signs that love without effort begins to weaken. Think of the couples you know who once looked inseparable but eventually drifted apart. Chances are, they didn't break up because the love was gone. More often, they broke up because other ingredients were missing. Perhaps one partner stopped listening, maybe trust was broken, or maybe they never learned how to handle conflicts in healthy ways. And then comes the painful irony: love is still there, but the relationship dies. That truth cuts deep because it shows us that love alone, as powerful as it is, cannot fix everything. But here is the part one want you to hold on to: even if love is not enough on its own, when paired with commitment, effort, and growth, it becomes unstoppable. Love is the seed, but we are the gardeners. And a seed left unattended cannot grow. And isn't that the beauty of it? That the fate of love rests in our hands, not in destinies? So how do we keep love alive? How do we make sure that beautiful flame never burns out? The answer begins with awareness. Too many people enter relationships expecting love to magically solve all problems, when in reality, it is the beginning of the work, not the end. Love gives us the motivation to fight for each other, but it is our actions that keep the connection alive. Communication, for example, is not just about talking, it is about listening, about truly understanding the heart behind the words. Trust is not simply about not cheating, it is about being reliable, consistent, and safe for your partner. Respect is not just about avoiding insults, it is about recognizing the humanity, the individuality, and the worth of the person you love. When you combine these with love, the relationship transforms into something unshakable. Picture two people facing the storms of life hand in hand, knowing that even if the wind howls and the rain falls, their bond will hold because they built it with more than just passion, they built it with intention. And yet, I know what you might be thinking. What about when betrayal happens? What about when promises are broken? What about when life throws pain, distance, or loss into the relationship? Can love still survive then? The truth is, love is tested most not during the easy times, but in the hard ones. And while many relationships crumble under that weight, some emerge stronger than ever. The difference lies in whether the couple is willing to rebuild, to forgive, to grow. Love gives us the reason, but the choice to keep fighting is what keeps it alive. And sometimes, the most loving choice is not to stay, but to let go. That may sound contradictory, but real love is never about possession, it is about freedom. If staying together causes nothing but pain, then releasing someone can also be an act of love. Because true love is not about chaining someone to your side, it is about wishing them happiness, even if that happiness is not with you. But do not lose hope. Because even in heartbreak, even in endings, love leaves behind a gift. It teaches us resilience. It shows us what we truly need. It guides us closer to the kind of partner we want to be, and the kind of love we deserve. And if you are listening to this now, perhaps life brought you here because you needed this reminder. You are worthy of a love that is not only passionate but also consistent, respectful, and kind. You are worthy of a relationship that not only excites you but also sustains you. And yes, you are capable of building it. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of tomorrow, holding the lessons of yesterday, ready to create a love story that is stronger, wiser, and more beautiful than anything you've known before. So let me ask you again, is love enough to keep a relationship alive? The answer is no, love alone is not enough. But love is the most beautiful beginning. With love, the impossible becomes possible. With love, two imperfect people can build something extraordinary if they are willing to put in the effort. Without love, relationships are empty. But with love and commitment together, relationships can survive storms, betrayals, distance, and even time itself. That is the truth most people overlook. Love is not the answer to everything, but it is the reason we search for the answers together. As you reflect on this, I encourage you to not only listen but to carry these words with you. Ask yourself, how am I nurturing love in my life right now? Am I putting in the effort, or am I expecting love to carry the weight alone? Share these thoughts with someone close to you, because conversations like these can change lives. And if these words touched you, I invite you to stay with me, to subscribe, to walk this journey of love, healing, and growth together. Because we are all learning, all growing, and together, we can build a world where love is not only felt but lived. Remember this, love is a seed, and every choice you make is either water or fire. Will you protect it, nurture it, and let it bloom into something extraordinary? That choice is yours. And no matter where you are in your journey, whether you are in love, heartbroken, healing, or waiting for the right person, never forget that you are worthy of a love that endures. Hold on to hope, because the best chapters of your story are still unwritten. And maybe, just maybe, the love you dream of is closer than you think.